Hi guys. I want to do a brief walkthrough of the changes I've made to the changes you requested because I think it's just quicker for me to do it that way. So what we're seeing here on the floor area calc sheet are all the updated outlines, hopefully easy enough to read the shape of the second floor more or less. Um, but with the revisions that we made to the second floor, and but not counting the staircases twice here, I wound up having to shift the family room wall down only by a really small amount, not even a full foot. So it didn't change much along this line. And we look at the basement here. Not much has changed other than what you requested. We've stretched things out to fully grow out underneath the covered patios. And then we'll see when we talk about the second floor that the stair tower has shifted to the right by 16 inches. So those 16 inches have been stretched into the laundry room and the mechanical room, as well as the mudroom and the bathroom here on the ground floor. Again, because this is shifted over a little bit, I still think this is very, very amply sized. I have no problem moving this over. And the reason to make that move was I was able to eliminate the bump out that was happening here at bed 4 to allow for bed 4 to be 11 feet without bumping out that 16 inches over the covered patio. This wall here now for bed 4 and bath 3 is aligned with this wall here, nicely stacked. So it's a 3-story wall here at the light well and a 2-story wall here along bed 4. That did necessitate shifting the stairs over to the right 16 inches, and we can see where the corner of the stair is now versus where it used to be aligned with this post here. I'll fine tune where this post needs to be, or even needs, if we even need a post there, if it's beneficial structurally. But this is just a little bit of a leftover reference point as to where it used to be. But I still think we come up the stairs and there's a huge amount of space up here at the loft, even though I've shifted the stairs over to allow this just to be a nice, clean, stacked wall over the wall below. And I've got a nice skylight here at the end of this vestibule, so we're lighting up the vestibule here at the end of the doorways getting into bed 3 and bed 4 and into bath 3. These both have reasonable closets. Don't worry about the window locations right now. Obviously, I'm going to study this a bit more when I look at this again in 3D. But I know that I'm really, really happy with the loft flowing into this living room. I know that when we come up the stairs and you're presented with this long view and all the windows I'm going to put here in combination with a small step out balcony here, this is a really fantastic move. And any future buyer could easily close this off into an ensuite bathroom. I've made a few changes to the vestibule layout. We can certainly go back with one of your sketches here, but I think this is worth considering. So I've put the furnace opening down the page into the loft area rather than opening up into the hallway leading to the master vestibule. It could go this other way as well, but to be honest, I thought with 3 doors here adjacent to the washer dryer, it just felt a little too busy. It already feels a little too busy, anyways, with the laundry closet here, but I suppose this is okay. So 2 doors here on this side, a nice bit of art right here at this wall as you turn the corner to go into the master, I think is nicer than a 3rd door here. And we've got the door that opens out to allow access to a stacked washer dryer, and another door that opens to allow access to any amount of storage capacity that we want here. But then the door opens into a nice sized vestibule area that's got a wet bar here, and then seating area perhaps. I think could go nicely right here. That way you come in and around like this. But of course, there's also room over here. But I also thought that if this was going to be a desk space with a nice big window right here, it could be nice to have a couch here as well. But I'm resisting the urge to show a lot of furniture now just so that the plan's a little bit easier to read, I hope. But we've got plenty of room in this vestibule, especially with a large window right here. I'm quite excited about what this space could be like for your buyers. Now, This area here by the window is going to be nicely lit. As we come further towards this way, I feel really like we need a skylight to brighten up this interior portion of the vestibule. So I've centered this skylight in this rectangle here of the wet bar. So this will illuminate the wet bar, illuminate this door. When this door is open, or if it's a glassy door, they'll get a lot of borrowed light to help illuminate this hallway too. But that's what this skylight here and this skylight here are doing. They're providing some extra illumination into the top of the stair area to offset and supplement any light that we're going to get through the windows here. Okay, so we come in, we're in this vestibule. We can turn up here and get to his closet or the bathroom or the bedroom. We could also turn down into a large walk-in closet that you can see the dimensions for the spaces I'm showing here. So it's not really 2 closets, of course, but you can see exactly how much square footage we're getting for this very large closet, which, again, I'm probably going to want to do a skylight here close to the door. That way, when the door is open, or if it's a glassy door, light coming into the skylight will illuminate the closet and possibly help brighten up this part of the vestibule. And then I've done a little bit of a swap. So this is not exactly per your sketch, but I think now this living area or future bedroom could get a nicer bit of a step-in closet. And I think it cleans up the vestibule area pretty nicely. The one trade-off, I think, or not really a trade-off, but I didn't want this to be a long, narrow shower. I personally don't like those. I'd rather see a smaller shower that's brighter lit in a smaller proportion. But we can certainly go back, like I said, and revisit this. But all in all, I think the square footages are working out really well. The concept of cleaning up all the bump outs is working pretty nicely. I hope you like and appreciate this move of shifting the stairs over to make this much cleaner and a fully stacked wall with the ground floor below, rather than cantilevering out over the covered patio, which I'm sure I could have made it work just fine, but I strongly believe that this is going to look better and you'll be happier with it in the long run. Last but not least, looking at these areas, I haven't fully roofed these up, of course, but we do see a hip roof for the covered patio area below here, and we're seeing a hip roof over the laundry room, bathroom core below. These are the only areas that we'd be seeing ground floor roof. There'd be some roofing here above the 17-foot tall great room. But then if we look at the roofing for this new proposed second floor layout, I am showing here, and I know it's probably hard to read on this plan, but it's going to be easier to read on the story pole plan. But I'm showing a 2-foot offset from the second floor walls and doing a simple hip roof throughout, and doing a 2 and 12 hip roof. I'm able to calculate what I expect the height of the ridge and the eaves to be, and I'm showing those here on this story pole plan for you guys to use. So we're seeing here a bold outline of the existing house footprint, and then when we zoom in, we'll see a bold dashed line representing that second floor roof outline. These are the eaves that need to be netted out in orange, and then this eave here needs to be netted out, or not eave, I'm sorry, that ridge there needs to be netted out as well. And I'm showing what height I expect it to be, 239.5 feet, relative to all these other grade values that Leah and Bryce have provided. So again, we're seeing this bold dashed outline of the second floor roof, assuming a 2-foot overhang. And then we're seeing a line here for the outline of the ground floor, but you don't have to story pole the ground floor. You only need to story pole the second floor, and you don't need to story pole the ADU or garage at all. Okay, guys. Well, I hope this helps clear things up in terms of the second floor plan, the legibility of the plans too, as well as the square footage calculations, and of course the story pole elements. Because as soon as we can get this up, the better. Although we do need to update planning about the updated floor plan and elevations. So I'll need to get work on the 3D model right away as well. Okay, guys. Thank you.